Hello guys, you're welcome to clean my bunny cage with me. This is the bunnies I have, and I have another compartment right here with one bunny, and I also have some lower compartment. Usually I do this every morning before I feed the bunnies, and I have built the cage in such a way that when the bunny physics come through, it passes through the net right here, the metal mesh right here. Even their pee passes through the metal mesh, although the bottom compartment is not like that. So I'm going to show you how I clean my bunny cage every morning. To do this, I need a plastic packer like this one. Then I also use a broom. If you have a plastic broom, it is also okay. So the first thing I do is to move the bunnies into one compartment. So that is the first thing I do. I try to move all the bunnies into a compartment, and then I do cleaning each compartment after the other. So I'm gonna pick this bunny. It is very simple and it cooperates. Hello, come on, take it easy. So I'm gonna take it and put it into this compartment. You see, it is that simple. So I will then pick the broom and try to sweep this. You see all the dirty. And usually I make sure I do this before I give them morning food. So I will clean this compartment quickly. You can see some of the stool is really sticking to the metal mesh, so that is why you need a hard broom to be able to remove that from the mesh. So if it gets to this point, I already have a drawer below. So let's pull it out like this. You can see a lot of the physics. So I'll just sweep this onto it. You cannot get it 100% clean. At least to some certain extent, make sure everything is cleaned out. This is why you don't need to feed them before you clean. You can see some of the physics escaping into their plate. So I'll also remove the water and change the water after I have done this. It requires a lot of patience, and that is if you care for your bunny. You will spend this time for them to keep them healthy, because some of these physics can return diseases for them. So basically this is the much I can do for this compartment. So I'm going to return the bunnies to this one and do the same process. I repeat the same process for this compartment. Some of the physics you are seeing right there is directly on the drawer, so you might not see it clean like this. But if you look at it like this, you see that there are just few ones sticking to the metal mesh. So I'm gonna quickly return the bunny to this point and then clean the other compartment. Hello bunny, so let's go to the other compartment. These white ones are pretty very easy to carry. They cooperate a lot and not difficult. You can see that I will just leave this, it will go in. So I'll pick the second one. This is the duo. I suspect that the duo is pregnant, so for some weeks now I'll check. I'll return this to this place. So I'm going to repeat the same process I have done in the other compartment in this one. So first of all, I'm going to pull this back in so that the fuses will not drop right in there and disturb the bunny below it. I'm going to simply repeat the same process for this. Okay. This may not be very perfect, so this time I'll still pull out the drawer again. I will finish it up. If you look at this, this is also not 100%. It has some sticking points right there. So I'm going to quickly use the hard broom to sweep that. Like I said, you can't get this to 100%, but this is fairly good. If you look at it like this, you see that it's clean, but from above you can still see the fuses below the metal mesh. So it will look like it's not clean. So I'm going to pull this back and clean the compartment below. So I'll clean this compartment now. It has a single bunny in it, the brown one. Look at it there, you can see how it has messed up this place, because in the lower compartment there's no mesh, it's a padded one. So I wanted to try both to see how easy it can be. This very particular bunny, if you leave it hungry, it eats the plastic. Look at the plastic for its water, it has almost finished the edges. And look at the plastic for the feed, it also finished the edge of the food. That is the plastic, right? So I'm gonna transfer it. This one is pretty aggressive, so I have to be careful. You see, I have to be careful and pick it up. So I'll also drop it right there. So these are the three bunnies I have. You can see the brown one right there. So I'll close this and then clean the lower compartment now. This is pretty much where you will need the packer, but I'll first of all use the broom. This bunny really is the smallest, but it messes up the place the most. See, this one is easy to sweep because there is no mesh in it. So I'm just quickly clean it up again and come back. Now this one is clean. I took out the water cup and I cleaned this completely. You can see it is clean enough to have the bunny back in. But you can see right here it is still messed up on the door, so I'm gonna simply get that away. This is pretty much where I need the packer. I'll use the packer to pack this later. I'll just leave this for the moment and pack it after I'm done with this. I have a place where I dispose this after I use the packer, but some of the physics I use it for organic manure. So I'm gonna just sweep around. It is now time to take off the drawer. I have taken that off and disposed this, so I just have to use the broom to clean it a bit. This is fair enough. It is now time to return them to individual cages. These are the 3 bunnies I have so far, 2 duo and 1 buck. That is the buck in the middle, and the brown one is a duo, and this one too right this side is a duo. So I'm going to return the brown one first. It is pretty difficult sometimes. So I'm going to return it. You can see it right here. So I'll return the buck. So now that I have them in their separate cages, it is time to feed them. I have their feed right here. I'm going to quickly put that to it. You see, this one is already used to me and it's here already. So that is it all, guys. This is how I clean my bunny cage routinely every morning. Sometimes I do it twice. It all depends on how well I feed them and how they mess up the place. So if you are designing your cage, put all these things into consideration. If you have a porous net, all the feces will pass into the drawer. So if you have any question, please leave a comment in the comment section. So let's continue the discussion right there. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching to this point, and until I see you again, on the next one, remain blessed and keep loving your bunnies.